Figure the road I travel, don't gravel, that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
49, 49, guys. Mike, 49. Wrap.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Out to the left here to Reed. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Touchdown, Bills. Andre Reed, 64 yards. And the Bills go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Jackson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Jackson. He's got Mason complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. And here's a dive by Crabtree. He's got it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Now Jackson on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mason. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Mostert. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Jackson's going to keep it. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Ravens respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for two, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Again, Patterson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. First and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue, just as hard to say his name as he is to block. He's there in on the stop that time. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
26
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
Back to the ground now. Patterson. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Here's Allen. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
York able to send this one through, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Jackson on 1st down. This is caught. It's Crabtree. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
To throw again is Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Play action. Now Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Play action. Now it's Allen. They'll roll him out right. And he's out right at the 25. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
26 Mike. Switch up.
On 2nd and inches, Allen. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed. Always different no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Sliding out of the pocket.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's got a man. It's the tight end, Casper. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Night Train Lane.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Get ready. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Watch the run.
Allen off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Throw left side is complete to Reed. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Here's Allen to throw it. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to run it with Patterson. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and they are able to add on to their advantage. The York on now for the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Looking deep for Crabtree. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the 6-time Pro Bowler Eric Allen. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They'll go again with Patterson. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Straight ahead, Patterson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Patterson running between the tackles. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bills have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Airing one deep for Crabtree. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Michael Crabtree, 47 yards. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Here's Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And that'll be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Patterson. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining